Here we are, and we're tracking the things. I'm talking about Larry and Invest 91L. Larry's beautiful, but boring. Invest 91L is ugly, but interesting to me. You allowed to have your own opinions? Invest 91L now has a 40% chance of development before making landfall in the Floridas. That's right. We're approaching peak hurricane season, but lately the models have backed off any type of dangerous hurricane or even tropical storm situation for the United States of America over the next 2 weeks, which is interesting. But as you know, things can change on a dime in 2021. Yeah, we got Invest 91L here, which will be slowly moving over here, which will make landfall on the 9th, and then Larry's going to curve out to sea, creating big waves in the Atlantic. And I have been racking, tracking, and stacking this son bitch. Now, those are just word salad that I stacked on top of each other. But I've definitely been keeping an eye on it because it doesn't take long for something to develop in the Gulf. But apparently dry air and wind shear have been doing a pretty good job of keeping it under control. So yay, there you go. And that is in spite of super duper hot temperatures in the Gulf. We're talking 86 degrees in some spots. 84, 85 over here, and 87 down by the tip. But hey, this report is about more than just tropical development. We have a squall line that is bringing nasty conditions into the Great Lakes area and the Ontarios. And then, as you can see over here, we got lots of wildfires, man. The West Coast has been on fire during the summer, for sure. Hey, how are you doing today? Look at those stacks of smoke. And look at this. This is so weird that fog is obeying state lines. That is nuts. Did Nevada and Utah outlaw fog or some shit? I don't know. That's just so weird, man. And yes, right now the weather stinks in the pinks. But yeah, here's our danger zone. Dare I say the D word, derecho. Easy for me to say. This is today, and then this is tomorrow. I'm going insane. Something's wrong with my brain. So we're watching that. We're watching that. We got another wave rolling off of Africa. Interesting days. And then, in about 48 hours, we could get a big patch of dryness for a large portion of the United States of America. Wouldn't that be interesting? It is super duper buttered crazy cakes how all the moisture is being kept just in the Gulf. And then we have a second area of development that may develop around the 14th, which would be a week from now. Models would have it going into Mexico and South Texas. They used to have it developing. Now they don't have it really developing anymore, but just bringing a lot of rain. So we'll have to continue to pay attention. Uh-oh. Sunspots could swallow planets. Wait. No, this isn't doomy. Sunspots AR2866 and 2868 are growing rapidly and turning to face Earth. Oh, interesting. Now, we've got 4 sunspots on the sun right now as the sun has been waking up. And that's good news because empires fall during solar minimums and rise during solar maximums. And there could be a minor coronal mass ejection headed our way, maybe. On September 5th, decaying sunspot AR2865 produced a B7 class solar flare. The explosion sent a shadowy shockwave rippling to the sun's lower atmosphere and hurled a very faint CME into space. Okay, great. Yep, not really worried about solar flares right now, man. Hey, for the first time in years, there are multiple large sunspots on the sun. That's right. Get ready for grand solar maximum. You see what I did there? Ontario storm with the double water spouts. It's true. Champagne Urbana. Sure sounds like a dystopian name. Anyway, you've got a windy storm moving in from the northwest this evening. And this storm thingy will continue to the night. Anthony M. pointing out that Shanthu is a tiny typhoon. Anthony Macelio pointing out that Larry is a wave generator. Is that Fievel sunspots I see? Very interesting. Very interesting. Andy's man In Mississippi, Chris is trunk shared the NTRG chart with him this morning. Oh, that's sweet. It helps you understand just how strong the ultra-rapid intensifying Hurricane Ida was when it hit land and electric infrastructure. As you can see here, there were 30,000 plus poles broken for Ida, dwarfing Katrina, Laura, Rita, Gustav, and Zeta for broken poles, man. Andy Steon with the graphics letting us know that the West Coast is still totally on fire. And air quality is awful. I gotta say, it doesn't seem like there's been tons of news about the wildfires this year. I guess everybody's kind of burned out on that subject. But there's been a ton of smoke and a lot of bad air quality, and that's what it looks like in Colorado. The air quality is awful. You know? Just hazy and nasty out. Crazy. Tommy in Ontario, we're talking Orangeville, has never seen anything like this before. Grapple? Gripes about Grapple. That would be a great weather show. You had intense storms hitting Michigan earlier on Tuesday. Tuesday's today, if you didn't know. If someone is watching this tomorrow, I'm going to feel like a bit of a dumbass. Hey, here's a meme brought to us by Philip Pappin. He's always yapping about interesting weather stuff. You know, they say that bipolar sunspots have a better chance of hooking up. It was a joke. But kind of not what Matt Onderlind, for what it's worth, the GEFS Genesis low page shows more members developing near the Florida Panhandle than implied by the static plot. I left out an L. Freudian slip. Yeah, we're talking possible tropical storm depression going into Destin, Miramar, then coming out the other side. In the next 48 hours-ish, we'll keep tracking it. Man, the mini ice age people are ready to come out of their hovels and start telling everybody about the mini ice age. Soon, buddy. Soon. Hello? All hail Jesse Farrell. Some crazy hail reports from Wisconsin earlier. We were talking 3 and 4 inches in diameter in Wisconsin. The God's country, the cheese state. Weather.us forecasts for professionals. A ridge dominates the western U.S. once again, and the hot, dry air weather that has been so common this summer continues. Don't look surprised. You know what's going to happen. I mean, you can look surprised if you want to. I'm smart enough to know that you should never tell a woman what to do. Ever. That shit will backfire on you faster than you can say. If you're happy and you know it, complain on Twitter. Andy Hazelton looking behind Larry. A few waves are or over moving off Africa. Larry's outflow will make things tough on the first. The middle one has a chance to develop, but would likely turn north after moving off the coast. No imminent threats, but some peaches to peak season. Talking no easy. Good. I've gone insane. So smoke 'em if you got 'em. Dangerous heat is expected across the Grand Canyon this week. Remember to stay hydrated. Eat salty snacks, baby. Use sunscreen. Wear a hat. And limit outdoor activities between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. But, you know, then there's the people out there who are like, government, you can't ever tell me what to do. So I'm not going to drink any water. I'm not going to eat any salty snacks. I'm not going to use sunscreen. I'm not going to wear a hat. And I am going to run a marathon between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. And good luck to those people. But temperatures will reach over 110 degrees in the canyon. Maybe. Oh, yeah, it's going to get wetter. At least that's what TDS weather says. Do you have thwart arrangement syndrome? I don't know. I made that up. I'm clever with words. How are you doing? What are you wearing? It's okay to feel insane. These are the craziest days. Yeah, Larry's going to create some waves. So if you're like Superman, you can fly out to the middle of the ocean and surf on the biggest ones of them. Sound good? Sounds great. All right. Sweet. Hey, I've only got $518 left to raise in the THORnews September fundraiser. And you know what to do, and you know how to do it. And hopefully you know that I greatly appreciate everybody out there, because you guys are incredible and awesome. And I will talk to y'all soon. That is what I do. All right, God bless everyone. Let's have a great week. Peace out.